back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We're going to sign.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Let's go, baby.
Hey, ready?
They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Yo, lady.
Darnold from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Walk, get walk. Shoot.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Dancing to his left, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. 76. Tell him. 76.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
We go tonight. 180. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Small. No. Listen. Slam. Maverick.
Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. A'Shawn Robinson able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run, watch the run. Whip, lady. Watch the whip. Slam.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. Dumping it off for Johnson. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox lights. 59. What we got? Hey, Alpha. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Yo, lady. 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 50.
Now Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Darnold now to throw. And able to connect with Berrios. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He'll buy some time right. And Darnold, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Cochran. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
And the Rams first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Switch it, clear, switch it. Watch the eye.
Ric Flair.
Check. 37. Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Goff, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Bring it. Watch the motion.
4 down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. The throw taken in by Cole. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on second and 13. Goff. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be third and 13. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's second and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run with Pumphrey, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check, 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 check. Oh, lady. 6 guys. Ready.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 27, Darnold. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Darnold. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's 4th down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Be ready. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Switch up.
Out of the gun, Goff steps away to his left. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. 80. Mike, check. 59.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 59, Mike.
Now it's Darnold. Throwing deep for Galladay. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 85 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
180. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And an alley to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Goff now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the back. Watch the back.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. It's Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Bound to lose one. Lady. Watch out. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. And they also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Whoa. Where was it?
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Out time. It's out.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Hatchet. Hatchet. Check 99. Check 99.
Darnold from the gun. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Come on. 20. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come. Watch safety three. Watch safety. Value 3. Value 3. Hey, 58. Go, 58's the money. Go. Go. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Tiger, Tiger. Hey, check. 4-7's the mic. Hey, high 7.
Now Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
X3. 218. Chop.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Who draw Walker? Louis.
From the 22, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cochran. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now gone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the slip.
Darnold now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now gone. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Coming to you. Coming to you. You go tight. You go tight. Hold on. Check. Hey, Delta. 47's the mic. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, check.
Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike, check, 59. So don't say nothing. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the screen. The lady. Watch the screen. Hey, Echo. Mike is 59, Mike the 59. Touchdown.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Darnold. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
He's crossing. Mike, check. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
It's 4th down.
So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. This would put them in the NFC title game. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least because...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
On first down, it's Johnson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
no rest. They get to keep playing.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season.